Friday, May 1st, 2026. Today marks a historic shift in India's administrative history as Maharashtra begins the long-awaited Census 2027. This is the nation's first ever digital census, where data is collected primarily via smartphones. The first phase, running from today until June 14, focuses on house listing and gathering details on 33 key indicators. Citizens are encouraged to use the self-enumeration portal until May 15, a process that takes about 15 to 20 minutes. For those who cannot access the digital tools, over 2 lakh field functionaries, primarily teachers, will conduct door-to-door visits starting May 16. Officials have stressed that this data is strictly confidential and cannot be used in police cases or accessed via RTI. In our education segment, new data from the National Statistics Office reveals a significant generational shift. For the first time, girls now outnumber boys at all levels of education, from primary school to postgraduate studies. While a 14.4% literacy gap still exists among the general population, that gap narrows to just 3.8% among youth aged 15 to 24. However, the data also highlights a persistent STEM gap. While women account for over 51% of higher education passouts, they remain concentrated in arts, medical, and social science streams, while men continue to dominate engineering and IT. In local news, Maharashtra's ICSE results have outperformed the national average. Principals attribute the success to a decisive move away from rote learning toward application-based questions. Among the high achievers is Lucknow's Sarah Mehi, a teenager who can neither see, hear, nor speak, yet topped her class with a staggering 98.7% aggregate. In our investigative deep dive, the Bombay High Court has delivered a crushing blow to illegal urban construction. The court has supported the demolition of Jalak Paradise, a 16-story building in Ulhasnagar. The ruling comes after an investigation revealed the developer obtained permissions through fraudulent documents and misrepresentation. Startlingly, the building was constructed over a 36-meter ring road and a 24-meter development plan road. The bench came down heavily not just on the builder, but on civic officials who failed to verify documents before granting approvals. The court refused to grant any relief, stating that municipal authorities must act as custodians of planned urban development. National security and global logistics remain in a state of high tension. India's crude imports in April dropped to 85% of February levels due to disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. While Russia remains India's largest source of crude, the scarcity of industrial LPG has forced the nation to source more expensive supplies from the U.S. and Argentina. On the legal front, the Supreme Court has made a strong appeal for restraint in public discourse, declaring that hate speech is fundamentally antithetical to constitutional values of fraternity. In Mumbai, a 1,624-page charge sheet has been filed in the firing outside filmmaker Rohit Shetty's residence. Police have identified the role of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, alleging the attack was meant to instill fear in the film industry for an extortion racket. We conclude with a look at our environment and local community. Nashik's Bird Park is celebrating a bonus pink season as thousands of flamingos have remained in the Nandur Madhya Meshwar Sanctuary beyond their typical March departure. However, the region is also facing its first heat stroke fatality of the season. A 34-year-old fruit vendor in Jalgaon who collapsed amid 43-degree temperatures. Authorities are advising citizens to avoid outdoor activities between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Finally, for Mumbaikars, the Mumbai-Pune Expressway Missing Link project is being inaugurated today, promising to reduce travel time between the two cities by 25 to 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth news briefing. If you found this analysis helpful, please like and subscribe to stay informed. We'll see you tomorrow.